You know what time it is. You guys get another round of Q&As because you ask them and I got to answer them. It's like this weird compulsion. And please comment down below for all of your questions and all that. After watching a ton of your videos, I want to try building a classical guitar for fun. You must have interesting hobbies, because if this is fun. No, seriously, what plans do I like? Minimum necessary tools, wood suppliers, I suggest. Mindset things to remember. Okay, let's start with the mindset. The mindset is that you are not only making something pretty, but it has to sound good. You can make a great table. It can be absolutely beautiful, but it doesn't have to sound good. You can make a great chest of drawers. Doesn't have to sound good. This has to look good and sound good, because at the bare minimum, this is a musical problem, not a carpentry problem. The carpentry problem is used to solve the musical problem. What to remember? If you think you're being overly precise, you're probably not. Because I work in millimeters with 2 significant digits most of the time. Sometimes 3, depending on what I'm doing. That's a millimeter plus 2 or 3 digits after the decimal point. And that's kind of where we're at. The other mindset is sometimes good enough is good enough. You know, if you are off by just a wee bit, sometimes good enough is good enough. So as my wife always says, don't let perfection get in the way of good enough, because we can chase after being perfect, but we never finish it if it's perfect, and chances are you're the only one who's going to see it. All right. And then third mindset suggestion is that it's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be absolutely miserable, but it's going to be so much fun. And if you're in a miserable part, just remember that some of us have to do this for a living, and we just have to power through. And I use exactly the same thing. Whenever I'm at a miserable part during my day and something isn't going right, I have to remind myself that there's somebody out there who works a job that they absolutely hate, so that way they can do this in their free time. So, you know, it's all in perspective. All right, second part of this question. Wood suppliers. Goodness, get creative. If you don't want to invest a whole ton of money, Home Depot actually has some really nice lumber for sale. You know, go past the 2x4s and all that, and if you go into the premium wood selection, they've actually got some really, really nice stuff. And for a first guitar, walnut or oak or mahogany, which I know that my local Home Depot has, those are fantastic options. They don't cost a ton. The mahogany is really, really easy to work with. Oak I wouldn't necessarily do because of the whole tannins and the wanting to straighten out thing and other issues. Walnut, I've made some stunning guitars with walnut. There are online suppliers, you know, your StewMax, your Cook Woods, California exotic hardwoods, so on and so forth. But, you know, how much milling do you want to do, and so on and so forth will, you know, dictate that answer. And the myriad of others. There's so many wood suppliers out there. Or find a guitar maker nearby and call them up and say, hey, can I buy a set of wood off of you? That's also a good place. But, you know, kind of shop around. If you're building your first guitar, don't go crazy on the wood, because chances are you're going to mess it up. If you're building your second guitar, definitely don't buy a fancy set of wood, because you will mess it up. Don't buy your nice wood until your fourth or fifth guitar, because by that point in time, the catastrophic mistakes are going to be out of the way. And you're going to be into the small mistakes and refining, but at that point in time, you can really get into using the good materials. And when I was in violin making school, that's exactly what happened to just about all of us. Is, you know, first years on our first 2 instruments, we're given the kind of garbage materials that would get a technical violin done. Second year, we were given kind of actually worse materials, because they knew that the first time we put it together, it was going to, you know, be a catastrophic wreck. And then by the end of that year, we were using the good materials. So this is across all boards, you know, and if you think that you're going to be different, chances are, realistically, no, you're not. But, you know, you do you, but realistically, start with just kind of some cheap materials that are of good quality. I'm not saying to use garbage materials. I'm saying Don't go for your Brazilian rosewoods, your African blackwoods or Malaysian blackwoods, purple hearts, or any of the fun stuff. Don't do that until your 5th guitar. Mahogany is a wonderful material, especially if you're building a classical guitar. I think that some of the greatest guitars I've heard have had, mahogany in it, and, that's a great thing. As far as plans, Guild of American Luthiers, you can buy plans. My father and I have drawn up a bunch of plans for those, including the 37 Hauser, a Taurus, a Santos, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And these are directly plans that we have directly drawn and donated to the Guild of American Luthiers, who have essentially taught almost a current generation of people how to build instruments. So while you're over there, I highly suggest getting their Big Red books, which has a ton of articles on all sorts of stuff that you never knew existed, and read those, because you'll get more than one perspective. And right now, I'm just a guy shouting at a camera, and I appreciate you watching, but I'm just one opinion. There's plenty of other ways of building out there. You can buy tons of books by a bunch of makers that some of them are multi-volume and they get really deep into the weeds, and while that's a great book, I don't know anybody who uses all the principles in it, including the author. But that said, it's all in the perspective. Just be careful when you get a book that you don't lock into that method the way that they do it, because that's how to build their guitar. And at the end of the day, you want to build your guitar with what makes you happy, not what makes them happy. That's a really great question. Hey, Marshall, I'm curious about the best way to clean an ebony fingerboard. The best way. You got to work your way up in steps, okay? I actually just talked to somebody on the phone yesterday about this. Step 1, use a paper towel and tap water. That'll kind of get most of the goop off. Step 2, use some distilled water, but be careful, because distilled water is actually kind of damaging because it's got all these free ions that are looking to attach to something. If that doesn't take care of it, step 3, you're going to take 1 to 2 drops of Dawn dish soap and put it into like a pint glass and fill that up with water and make sure that soap is well mixed. And use that on a terry cloth towel, and you're going to scrub all that. And if you're still getting a little bit of goop on there, use a toothpick. Don't use a razor blade. I know that guitar company from, shall we say, Nazareth, they recommend using a razor blade. I don't recommend that you do that, because if you do that, you might have the potential of slicing into your fingerboard, or worse, having it slip off and gouging into your top. So I don't like to do that. If the razor blade is off the table, then use a toothpick. Just very gently, and you'll use a couple of them. Work slowly. Work from the edge towards the middle. Don't go past the middle. So make sure you have enough room to turn your guitar around on both sides. I tend to like to work on one half of the guitar and then the other half. And actually, I'll even do this here on some really the heavily built up guitars. After you've cleaned that out, come back with the Dawn dish soap and water, because chances are you need to lift up some of those excess oils and greases and whatnot to get rid of that. If you have corrosion on your frets, there is a evaporative rust remover wadding that you can buy at the auto parts store. I believe it's Eagle One brightening cleaner. That's basically meant for delicate aluminum rims. Basically, it's a little jar about yay tall, and it's got like this cottony wadding with a very light evaporative oil impregnated into that, and you can use that to remove corrosion and gunk and whatnot, and it brightens up the frets pretty well. I do not recommend using steel wool. Let me repeat this. I do not recommend using steel wool. The reason being is that as you use the steel wool, and don't get me wrong, it actually does a great job of cleaning everything up. If you want to be fast, steel wool is the way to go. But the problem is that as you use the steel wool, you get all those little steel wool grumbles and crumbles and fragmenty things that can fall into your guitar, or fall into a crack, or get into something. And that little bit of steel wool that falls into a crack will eventually begin to oxidize. And as steel wool oxidizes, well, it turns brown because it's rust, you know? And so I've seen guitars with really bad cases of what I would call the measles, because the person compulsively cleaned the fingerboard with steel wool. And the fingerboard was really, really clean, but it had, like, you know, these really cute freckles. It's adorable. But I don't think that that's the look that you want to go for with your guitar. Now, also, if you have an electric guitar and you have magnetic pickups, steel, wool, and magnets just doesn't go well. I use lots of blue tape around here to isolate my pickups if I have to clean a steel wool an electric guitar. So basically, long story short, just start gentle. Tap water, paper towel, terry cloth towel, a little bit of dish soap. It really shouldn't have to go beyond that. As far as conditioning, your board isn't dry. It's just not going to be lustery. I don't recommend any oils, waxes, polishes. I mean, if you put a gun to my head, maybe I'd say a tiny bit of mineral oil, but I feel dirty saying it. It's not the worst thing out there. Just don't use any lemon oils, cleaners, conditioners. For the most part, they are all damaging. Mineral oil is probably the least bad of all of them, but if you must. I use a Ruby Rouge, which Jeweler's Rouge impregnated with rubies. It's the red stuff. You get it on Amazon. It's like $7 a cake or whatever. I use that mounted onto a buffing wheel, a cotton wheel. It's terrifying to do it on a guitar, at least for the first 60, 75 times. And then after that, it gets easy. But that I would say for a professional, not doing that at home on your bench grinder, even though I use my bench grinder at home to do it for my guitars. All right, and I guess we'll wrap up with one last question. Last question. This is a good one. Why do people tap on guitar wood to appraise its tonal quality? Does that really have any real bearing on the swelling quality of the finished guitar? Seems like joints and structure would make the most impact, no? Yes, you're right, actually. What we have to think about is that when you're building a guitar, it's like a chef creating a perfect dish. And so, we can get leaks here. Sometimes the chef can get fresher leaks. Or if we can get mushrooms, the chef gets fresher mushrooms. And I'm not saying that our wood is fresher than your wood, because it's not. Most of my wood has been well aged. It's because we think about the overall sound profile of the instrument for every piece of wood that goes into it. So if I want a sweeter sounding guitar, I'm going to naturally choose a piece of wood that has a sweeter tap tone. If I want a more brilliant guitar, I'm going to choose a piece of wood that is more brilliant. Does that mean that both are going to express themselves equally? No, not necessarily. But what happens is that you're stacking things in favor of it. Or maybe if I want a bright guitar with a sweet under character, then I'll choose that sweeter sounding piece for a more brilliant guitar. So much like when you're cooking, you have to take into account the directionality of what you want. You have to take in what the final dish is going to be, so to speak, or the completed guitar direction. You have to take into account all the ingredients and the execution. So it's not just one thing. That said, one of my really good and dear late friends, Eugene Clark, always told me, now he was a heavy smoker, so let's see if I can get this right.
If you get a guitar, if you get a piece of wood that has no sound in it, that's a perfect piece of wood, because then all you have to do is build the sound into it.
And by golly, his guitars were amazing. And I heard some of the wood, most of the wood that he used, I'd never choose for myself. But his guitars sounded amazing because he built the sound into it. Whereas I like to start with a baseline of a good sounding piece of wood and then guide it into being. I don't want to force it into being. That's up to you. I mean, I can go as far on both ends to say, it matters a whole lot. Be very careful with your wood selection, and as a maker, I put a lot of care and thought into my wood selection. Or it doesn't matter, because you can still make a great guitar, but it's maybe going to take more skill, or maybe you get a little bit more variability at the end. That is up to you and your experience and skill. So, Eugene Clark, I miss you, buddy, and man, I learned a whole lot from you too. With that said, thanks for watching. Subscribe. I love doing this. Keep asking your questions. And check out this video or this video. See you next time.